It's Fun Friday. I'm Joe Smith, your encourager. How did your tiny habits go this week? And listen, if your answer was, well, I thought about doing them, that still counts. Thinking is a step. We don't shame the slow steps here. We honor them. This week wasn't about perfection. It was about noticing your patterns. Just noticing is huge. On Tuesday, I called habits the boring part. The leg and the cuff of the sock. The stitch you repeat when the new project excitement has definitely left the building. And that's true. Consistency rarely feels heroic. It just feels ordinary. But ordinary repeated with care becomes extraordinary over time. James Clear calls this the Goldilocks Rule. When the work is not too hard and not too easy, it holds your attention. But once something slips into too easy, it gets boring, and boredom is where habits go to die. Which brings us to these socks. I was cruising on these socks. Toe shaping check, foot length check. The heel, which defeated me years ago, conquered. And then I reached the eternal leg and cuff. The part where my pattern doesn't change. The hands know what to do, and the brain says, really? Again? We're still doing this?
Darling, this is where the glamorous part of growth takes her leave. And real consistency shows up in sweatpants.
She's not wrong. The leg and cuff aren't hard, just boring. And James Clear would say, that's the exact moment that determines who finishes the project. Not the moment of inspiration, the moment of boredom. Now, I'm patient. 45 years in nursing teaches you how to keep steady hands in long stretches. I've done entire shifts powered solely by coffee, muscle memory, and the silent recitation of words not suitable for church. And still, sock tested me.
This would be an excellent moment to practice what you preach, wouldn't it?
Yes it is. So I'm using James Clear's favorite consistency tool, the Seinfeld Strategy. Don't break the chain. Not knit a sock today, but knit 10 minutes today. Small, doable, stackable. So on my honor, I'm committing to 10 minutes a day until these socks are off the needles and on my feet.
The socks would like to say, in their own 𝐦𝐢𝐬𝐧𝐠 voices, you complete me.
All right, moving on. Next week, we begin the principles of success. Not to push harder, but to live what matters with steadiness, not strain. One principle each week. Gentle, doable, human. So 2-click guidance, the action page. Which tiny habit did you try? If you didn't, which one might you try this coming week? The Friday fun sheet. What's your car keys moment? That one tiny change that would make life easier, even if it's a little silly. Reflection page. If I became 1% more myself each day for the next year, what part of my life would feel different? No spreadsheets required. Small changes are dignified. They don't scream for attention. They build something real quietly. And we're building quietly together. See you next week.